for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, your referee, Andy Long. Introducing first from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, weighing 113 pounds, Candice Lerae. And her opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing 8.5 stone, Candice Lerae.
We hear the opening bell, singles competition between two relative newcomers to Shimmer. Both made their debuts earlier this year in New Orleans, Louisiana, back at Shimmer 62. Candice Lerae out of Scotland against California's Candice.
And the crowd is behind both of these athletes, both known for their high flying. Candice Lerae in particular, very bird-like. I've always found her to be very bird-like.
She does fly quite a bit. That wingspan.
Huh?
That one guy. Andy Long, the most hated referee in Shimmer history.
Hold on a second. Candice Lerae has taken umbrage at the Andy Long, Andy Long
You are
chant.
ejected from the building, buddy.
And you can't leave. You can't come back if you leave the Eagles Club. So I guess that's it. Goodbye. Andy Long has realized that yes, he should be counting Candice Lerae out. Get back in the ring.
I hope this doesn't come back to haunt him. I know he's going to be biased.
That would
Candice
never
Lerae
happen.
for the remainder of the match. Okay, I guess you can go back. Just don't champ it.
He's doing it quietly and indiscreetly in his red face.
Wrist lock here from Candice.
One from Kaylee.
The O'Connor roll.
Oh.
Gets it. Gets an ear fall.
Woo.
Running kick to the chest, ducked by Candice.
Whoa.
And nails a solid kick to the side of the head of Lerae.
That trademark rolly kick.
Ooh. And a kick of her own.
Oh, ducks the enziguri. Candice going for the
Plex.
Oh, reversing it with a gory bomb attempt. Roll through. No.
Flip, only two. Women to their feet. Roll up here. Candice Lerae. Gets a near fall.
Small
Inside
package. Nope.
Rolling cradle.
Whoa.
As the leverage goes back and forth.
Whoa.
Exchanging near falls.
Oh boy. Andy Long valiantly trying to catch up.
Andy Long.
No, you're gonna get kicked out of the commentary booth.
There weren't even one counts that he should have been counted.
A little dizzy.
Dizziness takes its toll.
Case of the spinsies.
Charge forward at your opponent. Forearm shot lands and back and forth.
Exchanging those forearms.
Cause even further dizziness. Double chop. Another hard double chop.
Until this moment, this match was almost perfectly evenly matched in terms of reversals and exchanges. Candice, oh, big kick.
To the second rope she goes. Cross body.
Nope.
2.5. Drop toe hold. Able to take Candice Lerae off her feet. Candice connects with the drop kick.
Right to the side of the head.
Quickly going for covers here. It's exactly what she needs to do.
And I'll point out thus far, no fast count or anything from Andy.
No, there's no favoritism.
Whoa!
Oh, up on the shoulders of Candice Lerae.
Looked like
It's on her feet.
I think she was going for that reverse Rana, but no. Oh! Cover.
Nope. Only gets two. Trying to keep Candice Lerae grounded now. Seeing a lot of very quick reversals of one another's offense. But right now it's I mean, part of the key with an opponent such as Candice Lerae is you try to wear her down so she can't do all of that quick offense, and that's what she needs to do to Kaylee Ray as well.
And groundwork is not necessarily Kaylee Ray's usual strategy. She's usually trying to fly herself. But as you said, she understands what it's like to be someone who's used to doing high risks and how to stop that. Whoa! Springboard! Spin kick! Huh? No.
Only gets 2. Did see in Kaylee Ray's last matchup against Anna that she was able to just exchange holds down on the canvas with one of the best submission wrestlers in the industry.
And with a place like Shimmer, everyone is so talented. This is really the cream of the crop. The only way to set yourself apart is to show your versatility.
Kaylee Ray certainly did just that. Adding against Connor. And now repeatedly driving the shoulder in the midsection of Kaylee Ray. Candice sends her across the ring up to the second. Takes her off her feet. In that leg. Only gets 2.
Kaylee Ray getting back on her feet now. She's on top.
Pulling her away from the ropes, back toward the center of the ring. Going for another cover, just made her exert that energy to kick out.
You're right, never hurts to try again. Going for a body scissors.
Again, smart wrestling on Kaylee's part, trying to not only keep Candice grounded, but potentially the hold that maybe will wear her down.
And this is smart. This gives Kaylee a chance to breathe while Candice is stuck in this hold. Oh, into a bridge. This is a really unique body scissors.
Trying to apply as much pressure to the midsection of Candice as possible, and got a couple of near falls right there. Pulling her out of that position, but Candice trying to hang in there. Several shots to the back. Oh, now just trying to choke her out, it looks like.
Andy Long checking to make sure this isn't a choke. Candice fighting up, not giving up. Kaylee Ray on her back.
Candice trying to get back to her feet, supporting all Kaylee's body weight right now.
It's those bird-like hollow bones of Kaylee Ray that allows Candice Lerae to stand up like that. Now they're both down.
A great show of strength there by Candice.
Wow.
Getting her back to her feet and just jump backwards to get Kaylee off her back. Split crowd here in Berwyn. 2 fan favorites battling it out here in this matchup. The head scissors, but avoided by Candice.
Candice going for that submission. Looks like they're fighting over it. Kaylee struggling to get out. Elbows. Oh, I think she's gonna make it out. Whoa!
Immediately converting into another submission hold, just stretching Kaylee Ray here.
Not giving Kaylee Ray a break at all, but Kaylee Ray isn't tapping out. I don't know, I can't see from this angle how close she is to the ropes.
Those are pretty far away from the ropes, not easy to force an immediate break. But it's taking all of the energy out of Kaylee Ray, that's the key. Same strategy Kaylee had earlier, trying to wear down Candice. Now being put to use Myla Ray herself, and Kaylee Ray is still in this match.
Oh, into a pin.
Only gets 2 though.
That's one way to break it. Force that break.
Back on her feet, but dazed. Candice comes charging, trying to get enough energy. Able to send Lerae out to the apron and connects with a kick to the side of the head, knocking her down to the floor.
Well, this is not a scenario you want to be in with Kaylee Ray.
Known to fly, and that's exactly what she does. Wiping out Candice on the floor.
I nearly made a bird noise, but I didn't know which one was appropriate.
Bringing the action back inside.
Kaylee Ray.
Oh no.
No.
Took too much time.
Huh? Into the DDT. Onto the floor.
Candice one-ups Kaylee Ray right there. Not only did she do the same dive, but caught her head mid-flight and DDT'd her on the floor.
But Candice taking a second to get back into the ring, clutching the back of her head. That's the sort of maneuver that takes a lot out of you, too. You're still hitting the wooden floor.
If Kaylee Ray didn't send her back inside and then ask the fans, take that extra second, turn her back to the ring, maybe she wouldn't have gotten wiped out with either a dive or DDT'd on the floor. You can't give your opponent even 1 second of an opening in a match like this because your opponent will take advantage of that time and it could turn the tide of the matchup. Oh, it is all Candice right now. Single-handed knuckle lock. And now walking the ropes.
Into another DDT.
This could be it. Cover.
No.
Only 2.
Hey, Lerae and Lerae. I think I'm...
So I've been trying to just say Candice.
I think... No, I just got it.
Highly competitive matchup.
Crowd showing their approval. Candice putting Kaylee Ray up top. Oh, she might be going through that,
The mustache rock, Joey Rock.
Yep.
Good tag team partner and professional wrestler.
A second rope swinging neck breaker, but no. Huh?
Went for that swanton, but hit her head as Candice moved out of the way.
Here comes Candice. Oh.
Candice doing whatever she can to regain the advantage in this matchup.
Whoa!
Reverse Hurricane Rana right on her head.
That has to be it.
What? Somehow Kaylee Ray able to kick out.
Candice can't believe it. She's beaten men. She's beaten women with that same move. Kaylee Ray kicked out.
I don't know where she got it from, but Kaylee able to absorb that maneuver right on top of her head and still be in this fight.
Candice sizing her up.
Up on the back.
Oh.
Kaylee grabbing hold of the feet, though.
Whoa.
Trying to get her in position for the gory bomb.
Think she might have it. Oh!
Nails it. Turns her over. Instead of going for the cover, looks to follow up, perhaps with the swanton.
Got it.
She hits it. And she got it.
That was an incredible back and forth match by, like you said, two people who are new to Shimmer, but are showing right now that they're a force to be reckoned with. Kaylee Ray comes out on top after that swanton bomb, but Candice Lerae, nothing to be ashamed of.
The level of talent across the women's wrestling scene these days is better than ever. Wrestlers prepared to be at the top of the card, to be challenging for championships. They've only been in Shimmer less than a year, and a match like that from Candice Lerae and Kaylee Ray showed everybody here at the Berwyn Eagles Club exactly why they could be future Shimmer champions, and it could happen very soon.